After a very lucky victory at Indianapolis, we head on to the similarly banked and similarly lengthed Pocono Raceway for yet another race in the NASCAR Heat 2 career mode. So we've definitely got more than 3 or 4 rivals going into this, and that's going to make this 3-turn racetrack very difficult. Let's see if we can qualify well, which will alleviate some of those rivals' problems. Okay, that was definitely a good qualifying lap. I definitely felt like the car had quite a lot of speed on that run. Let's see as we come to the line. 36. Yeah. Well, I was a liar there. Out-qualified 3 cars, or 4 cars. Blaney takes the pole position, which doesn't really surprise me or a whole lot of other people, knowing that Blaney's pretty good around Pocono. So, rolling on from 36, not the best spot in the world to start, but let's head it over to PRN, or send it over to PRN rather, get us started, and then let's see if we can survive from the back.
NASCAR is back in Pennsylvania for its second and final stop at Pocono Raceway for the Pennsylvania 400. Now, as always, Pocono is a unique track with unique challenges. Each of the 3 turns are different from one another. The 3 straightaways are different lengths, and the banking in the turns is considerably less than most other long ovals. So crew chiefs once again are going to have to find the perfect setup to get their driver into victory lane.
That guy had a nice grill in the back of that truck. But anyway, we're underway here at Pocono Raceway. Already going to get boxed out by Elliott Sadler. I just know it as we get underway here. Or maybe Corey LaJoie is going to be that for me. Yes, he will. I was going to try to stay in line down into turn 1. Not going to quite work out that way, is it? Because I was really mean to DJ Kennington there. But we're going to head off into turn 1. So in behind Cody, well, that's what I get for trying to be nice and stay in line. So, never mind. Let's take 2 on this one and see if I can come back from the back. I don't even know where the 66 car came from of Timmy Hill. I didn't even see him in the rearview mirror, and by the time he was around me, he was already around me, and I was like, well, where did he come from? Very strange. Maybe he's used some of his product on me, which I kind of find funny is because that car is technically pot sponsored in this game, though the sponsorship obviously is not on there. The paint scheme, I think, is inspired by that particular product, which is kind of funny. Anyway, we're off turn 3 for the first time. We've obviously got a long way to go to get back up to the back of the field. But the one kind of, I guess you could say, advantage to this is kind of like what happened in Indianapolis, where once the field gets spread out, the AI will calm down a little bit. It'll be easier to get around him, and you can see just how much time I made up there in turn 1. It's amazing that I got out-qualified by that many cars if I'm that much faster than them in at least turn 1. But maybe I lost it all in turn 2 and turn 3. So as we head down here into turn 2, the Indianapolis-style corner, and you'd think we'd be pretty good here after winning at the Brickyard, but then again, we did kind of fuel mileage into a Brickyard win, and it was under yellow, and everybody complained about it on Twitter in Universe, even though I didn't see very much of it because the game only pays attention to when the drivers trash talk you, which is probably a good thing, because if the fans trash talk you, that would be very annoying very quickly. So we go underneath Timmy Hill, make up a spot right there, and now we got to be careful going into turn 1. Got a huge run. I'm going to try to slide in the line right here.
Still there.
Right in front of Kennington. Right in behind Ware. And there you go. So those of you who criticize my driving, there finally was a little bit of courtesy and trying to be as clean as possible. Now watching here in turn 2, I'm probably going to send it up the inside of Witt. No, hell no. Well, Jeffrey is continuing to try to do that to me. Thankfully, we got a yellow. It's not going to matter because we're still going to be at the back, but yeah. The problem is there's not really a whole lot of places to go when you get a run like that. I mean, if you back off, the rival will run to the back of you, and if you keep going, the rival will turn down into you. So it doesn't really give you a whole lot of opportunities to try to avoid contact, which is a bit frustrating. But we're back underway here and heading in behind Timmy Hill and Jeffrey Earnhardt. Let's see what we can do here in turn 1. And everybody's slowing up big time. At least that time I got on the brakes. Didn't lose it too badly. And we'll head down the back straightaway here. Still too wide all the way through the pack in front of me. So that's obviously not going to particularly make it easy on Mr. David to get through as I just breathe the throttle all the way halfway down the straightaway. I'm going to dive it up the inside, try to get a run 3 wide. slide to the inside of Hill and Earnhardt falls way back, so we'll be up a position there. And Timmy Hill, thank you so much for that. And for that, and for that. Come on, drive it off the corner, Land. Drive it off the corner. There we go. Much better. And behind Cole Witt, behind DJ Kennington, pull out. Very nice. Now get in behind Cody Ware. Try to get that draft off of LaJoy, or around LaJoy. Cut LaJoy off. Go to the outside. We're definitely moving through the field, so this is not bad. Hopefully Cody Ware is one of the few people who aren't still mad at me, or aren't mad at me. He seems to be playing me pretty nice. So we're going to give Joey Gase a bump draft because I think we've been rivals with Joey Gase since about race 2. And Elliott Sadler not particularly driving the nicest to me. Is Elliott Sadler going to save it? I think he will, so we'll stay green. Ware going to give me a bump draft, so no, I guess we're not particularly friends with Cody Ware. Or maybe he just bump drafted me because it was the most efficient way to get through that straightaway. We'll wait and see as we get back onto the main straightaway in behind Joey Gase. Going to try to drive underneath him, which we will do, but really not have a good avenue to get around. And Joey Gase come down and door me. All right, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. And I'm going to try to do that same move I did to... Uh-oh. Karma. Ooh, the karma got me, and we'll end the stage right there. Yeah, not the best stage in the entire world, was it? I just tried. Well, everybody's pitting. Guess what David's saying now? All right. Well, I was trying just desperately not to run into the back or get run into by anybody, and I just missed it. We got Senpai on the outside. Does Senpai love me still? We'll see as we get back to racing here at Pocono, and didn't get a very good restart. Larson's going to stay on the outside. 14 to go in this stage, so it's a pretty long stage, but we will get into the lead, so interesting. Maybe having a little bit less fuel on board is helping with the weight of the car, helping get us through the corners a little bit faster, or at least accelerate faster as I get with just ahead of Jimmy the Juggernaut here. He's going to go to the outside. We're going to block him up top. Try to hold these guys off as long as I can. Of course, long stage, 14 laps, so, you know, I think everybody's going to need to make a stop. We got Casey Kane making a move. Casey Kane giving me a big old bump. We're reliving the NASCAR 15 days of David Land versus Casey Kane. Comment if you remember that in the comments. Oh, Casey. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, boy. Oh, this is a Hendrick. This is a Hendrick sandwich that I don't think Rick really wants to see. And Denny puts me in the wall. Oh, boy. This is going to be a big wreck. This is going to be, well, that wasn't all that bad. It was going to be way worse than it was. So, yeah. Going to need to pit, unfortunately. And that's going to kind of kill my progress through the field. That's depressing. I thought we were going to have it, and then we didn't. And then everybody crashed. So I lifted off just a little bit on the restart there just to make sure they're not going to bother me. 10 laps to go on fuel, 10 laps left on the stage. Interesting. So, okay. We're going to try to keep this green then. That's why I'm going to lift off and just be kind to everyone. At least early on. No thanks to that no good Denny Hamlin. Something Adderall. I'm definitely not Bubba Wallace, so I'm not going to try too hard to make that joke, but, you know, no. Bubba and I are on the same page about that, I suspect, about Hamlin. Because Hamlin just wrecked me on the front straightaway for no real apparent reason. No real apparent reason. Thanks, Hamlin. Appreciate it. Call me. Bye. And Kennington trying to shove me up in the wall there. Not quite working. So I'm going to try to send it somewhere. Send it FedEx for Denny. How about that? Actually, I'm going to send it UPS. UPS for Denny. Thanks, Denny. I'll be sending all my packages UPS from now on. So now I'm going to drive through the center there. Not too bad. I'm going to make it a third groove at Pocono. Sure, why not? This is unconventional, but it works. Gains me a position. Up past Sadler. Up past Timmy Hill. In behind the BK cars. Whoa, Corey LaJoy, he's really upset with me. Corey LaJoy's hated me again. He's another. Both the BK guys have hated me pretty much the entire season. Really hasn't been a point where they haven't hated me. So I'm going to have to lift off behind him because there's really nowhere to go right now. As Gase is going to try to work that third groove. That mythical Pocono third groove as I Really tried to cut off Timmy Hill there. It didn't work. It didn't work. Now we're going to go side by side. In fact, that's my old Xfinity team. So we're not really helping Carl Long, who ended up my rival anyway in the Xfinity series, so who cares? Yeah, we're not helping him out too much with the budget for his team. I'm going to give Corey LaJoy a bump draft through turn 1. Now, you got to love me, Corey LaJoy. I just helped you buy your teammate. Unfortunately, this isn't like Formula 1 where you're judged off your teammate's performance, or particularly really judged off your teammate's performance. So, sorry, LaJoy, you really don't get any benefit out of that, but I certainly did because it got me around your slow teammate. As Gase is still looking to the inside. He couldn't quite get anything done there in turn 2. I'm going to try to work to the outside of Corey LaJoy, but not too wide because in the last lap, I kind of went way too wide out and kind of screwed my momentum up. On the exit, I'm going to cut in behind Ty Dillon. Whoop, door, Corey LaJoy. Oops. Oh, yeah. But I can get a 2-for-1 deal here at Kmart. And 2 cars for 1 down into turn 1. And actually have a nice clean run through, which will get me up into this next pack of cars. And then I'll have to figure out exactly how to pass them. It's always back and forth through the field all the time through these NASCAR Heat races. 3 wide down the inside of turn 2.
Hold your line.
Bad idea, bad idea.
Car inside.
And I thought the green was going to stay out. It didn't. Got no damage, though, so we'll stay out. And we'll try this again. We'll try to get a stage win. We'll try to get a stage win. I don't know if it's going to particularly work out, especially considering what happened the last time I led on a restart, but we'll see. Jimmy the Juggernaut just behind. Matt Kenseth on the outside. 4 to go in the stage and 6 to go on the fuel. Car's a little bit damaged, but apparently not that bad. And look at this restart I just got. Don't screw it up, David. Don't hit the wall. Don't do anything stupid. As I send it off into turn 1, get nope, already washed up. And just keep Matt Kenseth behind. Just keep him behind. Block, 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 block. We got 2 lanes of traffic to block. It's like a plate track, except for not at all. As we keep him behind pretty well into turn 2. This is where I made that huge mistake. Pretty much cost myself a stage win as Kurt Busch goes down the inside. They 3 wide. Well, Kurt Busch can make it work. I certainly cannot, so I'm not Kurt Busch. Does Kurt Busch hate me? We're about to find out.
Car inside.
Ooh, he will very shortly with moves like that. Just try to hang on to the car. Just try to hang on to the car. I held him off. The problem is Denny's coming, and so is Jimmy. And we're going to get a little bit of a... Whoop, that's not a side draft. That's a side bump.
Car outside.
And there goes Kurt, giving me a run underneath Jimmy. No team orders here at Hendrick. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, what a move. And there we go. We're wrecking again. Save it, save it, save it. Chase is involved. Still no yellow. Why did the yellow take so long to come out there? Whole field's in it. We finished 12th in the stage, so make of that what you will. You know what? No, I'm not going to stay out. I was going to say, maybe I should stay... Oh, I stayed out. Well, my fingers did what my mind told me not to do. So, the fingers are in control, everybody. I had no control over that one. So, hopefully the damage isn't too bad. We'll get back to racing here. And try not to make a mess of this, so I suspect we will. I had 5 seconds of repairs. I don't know how long the... Thanks, Logano. I don't know how long the pit lane delta here is at Pocono. But in 5 laps, I'll make a pit stop under the green. Will I get lapped? That is the question. Is Boyer not being particularly the nicest driver in the entire world to me right there? And car really stepped. Well, that was just me wrecking myself right there. Now we're gonna get a yellow. Save it, save it, save it, save it, save it, save it, save it. On the throttle. Danica's around. Still saving it. Yeah, I saved it. The rest of the field didn't. But I saved it up until a point. There was 16 laps to go. We're going to come into the pits. It's still going to require me to make a pit stop. But my final pit stop, assuming it stays green, which it won't because it's NASCAR Heat 2 with 30 rivals. Yeah. It would only require 1 more pit stop for the entire field, and my pit stop would be shorter and therefore might actually be able to make up some positions. But as it stands now, it's pretty much survive till the end,
Stay right
which
there.
is not going to work out too well right now. Get a big run on the outside, go around, round. Back off.
Carlo.
Draft up behind Gase. Give Kennington the old, well, now this is a straight-up pit maneuver. A straight-up insurance fraud job by those two. Of course, they're at the back of the field. I don't blame them for trying to get money out of Rick Hendrick. But now I'm on the inside, which is not going to be a good position to be in with rivals. As you can see, Joey Gase is trying to wreck me. We're just going to shove Ty Dillon as best we can all the way through the corner. This one's for Kamikaze.
Hold your line.
And it didn't work because Ty Dillon got way too good of a run. So we're going to shove him again, give him a big old bump draft. Try to get him 3 wide. David Reagan come down into me. You just see the effect of the rivals, the amount of rivals. Uh-oh. Well, that was for Kamikaze. And everybody's pitting. 9 laps left of fuel. No repairs. Well, might as well. If the yellow comes out, I'm pretty much saved. So, I'm going to go for it. And we're just going to see how this works out. Fuel mileage races at Pocono rarely work out for me. But we'll see how it goes. Underway, 9 to go. 9 laps of fuel. Okay. That looks good. That looks good on paper. We'll see if it reigns true towards the end of this thing. There's Kurt Busch, 0.3 of a second behind. I'll head down the straightaway. This is where I usually lose out, but we'll see. As I head down the Long Pond straightaway. Kurt Busch closing in. I can feel the draft on the controller. Just lifting off into turn 2. Just trying to keep a nice line. Kurt Busch still coming up behind, so it's almost like a restrictor plate race. I guess they added plates to the Pocono race, and here comes Kurt Busch trying to get down to the inside. Can't quite do it. We're in the grass, though. That was a big mistake. I tried to block him low. They enter so low into turn 3. There's just pretty much nothing I can do. But I'm going to move up. Is Kane going to give me a bump draft? Yes, he will.
Clear. Low.
All right, let's go to the front, teammate. I know you hate me, but the hate makes you powerful. I'm going to send it all the way down low on the throttle, in behind Truex and Kyle Busch. And I think these two don't actually hate me, so, well, let's try not to run into Kyle Busch so he hates me. Well, maybe not. He didn't look, I wasn't confident about passing Kyle Busch there, so we'll just back out of it. Maybe make up for some past transgressions on Kyle Busch right there. And remember, I've got an incentive contract here, and I'm trying to get 15th or better. I'm just trying to accomplish 1 incentive contract in the Cup Series, so if we can do that, that would be awesome. And yeah, now things are starting to level out just a little bit. It's not quite as crazy as it usually is on the restarts. We're actually going to get a run on Kyle Busch right here. And can I get underneath Kyle Busch? Yes, I can. Drag the brakes just a little bit. Try to keep the car somewhat in the groove so that they don't win. There's a yellow. So rip fuel mileage for this one. Not going to have to worry about that anymore. Laps remaining, estimated fuel. So we'll see how that goes. 7th place on the restart, in behind Joey Logano, who has not been too pleased with me today. Not been too pleased with me. We'll see how this goes. And we're underway once again at Pocono Raceway. You know what? Screw it. We're going to stay in line. We're just going to bump draft Logano. He hates me anyway. We're just going to send him off into turn 1 here. Try to get this bottom line going. Of course, none of them are my teammates, so this is not good teamwork by Mr. David, but we're going to just work with it. Giving Logano just continuous big shoves there. All the way down the Long Pond straight and side by side with Chase Elliott. Oh, God, no, that's a teammate. Well, that's not a teammate. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, the whole field's wrecking. I don't even know what to do to this car to make it better. Let's take the fuel. No fuel. And that's about it. So it's overtime. And you know what that means. That means David's got to get to 15th in 2 laps. All right. Here we go. Just going to send it. DJ Kennington not particularly being the nicest guy in the entire world, as you'd expect. All the way down the straightaway. Into turn 1. Now he's going to come off of me here. We head down into here. Everybody. Well, we make it another green-white checker. Yeah, he just bailed. He turned right on an oval, and that was a bad idea. So we're going to get another shot at a restart. Do not pit. Well, we'll be on the inside this time. And DJ is on the outside, so hopefully DJ does not cause me too many problems, but we'll see. 2 laps is not enough time, I don't think, to really make up enough space on the racetrack, but we'll try. The amazing restart pace of this car is apparent. But can I get past Earnhardt down here into turn 1? We're just gonna send it. Everybody's shoving and pushing. Oh, it's a lot of contact. Oh, Brian France is loving this. What don't you like about stage racing? Everybody just running into each other for 33rd spot. Oh my gosh. Move Sadler out of the way. Save it, Sadler. He did save it. And we got a yellow anyway. Do I pit from 30th? No, we will not. This is the last shot at an overtime, so I suspect... I mean, I've got to get 15 spots. That's about the name of the game right here. Can I get 15 spots? I don't know about that. Let's see. Well, David Reagan's not going to be too nice about it. Really love to get a bump draft right here. Joey Gase is not really going to oblige. Neither is Ty Dillon. They're just going to try to wreck me into the wall. Now Gase gives me a bump draft at the place where it doesn't matter. We're going to give Castle a bump draft, who's going to give Reagan a bump draft, and now Ty Dillon's going to wreck me up into the wall, and I don't have the momentum to hold him off, so Gase is going to shove me. Look at this. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Hold your line.
Oh, no. You got to turn Gase. Turn him into the wall. He's going to end under yellow. I just know it. No, we got another overtime. All right. Do not pit. All right, so this was bad. This was bad. How many overtimes do we get? Are we on? I think the rule is 3. How have we gotten another one? Oh well. It's the unlimited overtime rule. Oh wait, this uses the overtime line rule, right? But that wasn't unlimited overtimes, I thought. Was it? I don't know. Anyway, we're back to racing. That's the important bit. And Jeffrey Earnhardt's up on the wall, but I think that may keep the race under the green flag. Oh, we've had so many yellows that I'm now low on fuel, which is not going to help matters. I just had to box everybody out there right there. Going to shove Busher into turn 2. Just absolutely shove him into turn 2. Got into David Reagan. Boyer got back to the inside. Holy smokes. This is the dirtiest racing of all time. Oh, both of them are losing it. We're in the wall. Everybody's in the wall. Is that going to be a yellow? Yes. Another green-white checker. Another one. Another one. I don't even know what to do to this car. We're going to add tape to the grill. It's the only thing I can think of to do. That's the only thing. It's the only thing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift, and then I'm going to get on it as soon as Earnhardt clears me. Okay, maybe that was too much of a lift. We'll see what kind of a run I have in turn 1. I don't think it'll be that great. Maybe this will be good. I don't know. 2 laps to go. Again, the perpetual 2 laps to go racing here. And it's going to continue. No, it's not. It is going to maybe finish now.
Stay high. Hold your line.
Oh, God. Nope, I have to spin.
Caution is out.
I did not get an itchy arm there. This is the never-ending Pocono race. This is the never-ending Pocono race. It will never, ever, ever end. It's just going to keep going until there are no cars left. What's interesting is when are the AI going to need to pit?
Stay sharp. Green coming. Okay, be smart out
Will,
there.
will, if we go
Green,
long
green
enough, will they
flag,
eventually
green
just
flag.
pit and will I get the lead? That would be interesting. We'll see if it actually ends up happening. I'm fascinated to see how many laps we end up actually running here. We're actually getting close to like a 50% race, and I'm not even joking, I think.
Keep it right there.
So Cody Ware going up into me, Elliott Sadler going up into me. We're going to go 3 wide, rubbing fenders all the way down the straightaway here. And Sadler gets put in the wall, essentially by me, but really by Cody Ware. We're going to shove Reagan all the way through the car. Yep, we're going to keep going. Go try it again. Go try it again. Caution car, come on out. Caution car, come on out. All right, one more. Another NASCAR overtime. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Almost ready. Nice
How
and
many
clear.
have we even done at this point? It's got to be over 10. It's got to be close to 10 overtimes.
2 to go.
This is
Keep low. Steady.
unbelievable. I don't think anybody's ever exploited the game to this extent.
Hold your
But
line.
we're going to see what happens here in turn 1. Well, if the game is going to cheat, I'm going to cheat too. Look at this. We're shoving Sadler all the way through. Let's make it. Oh, no, we lost him.
Yellow flag. Yellow
And we got a
flag.
yellow.
Easy.
But I'm 3 positions up, and I don't have any estimated repairs, or I got 1 lap of estimated repairs, so we're going to just keep it with that. Okay, so maybe this is it. Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one.
Green coming. The race
Is this
going
it?
Green. Green flag.
We're
Green
underway
flag.
again. How many
All right.
laps? 63 laps. 63 laps.
2 to go.
And we're perpetually at 2 laps to go.
Easy.
As Kennington
Hold
is
your line.
slow on the restart, I'm going to send it up the inside.
Low. Low.
And everybody's shoving
Clear
and
that low.
pushing.
Car outside.
Shoving and pushing. We're going to, well, we made it through turn 1. Turn 2 is the problem, though. Got to do it. 3 wide, 3 for Dale.
Hold your line.
There's room. There's not room.
Car outside.
No, Busher lost it. Busher's around.
The yellow down.
And we got, oh my God. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna try it again. Oh, we've had pit stops. We've had leaders come into the pits. Holy
Almost
smokes.
ready.
All right, so
Move here. Going green. Green
this
flag.
race has to now
All
stay
right.
green. And I have to stay out in front of those leaders behind me because I think there may actually be pit stops and a pretty fascinating result here towards the end of the race. If it stays green, so I'm going to actually try it. Never mind, I'm not going to stay green. Busher into the wall again.
Yellow flag. Easy.
And the whole field is pitting. The whole field is pitting. Oh my God. It's going to happen. The whole field, we've run so many overtimes that everybody had to pit.
Stay sharp. Green coming. The race is going green. Green
This is
flag.
unbelievable.
Green flag.
And so here we go, Denny Hamlin behind me. We've got to survive 2 laps.
Clear off.
That's the name of the game as we go back to racing. Nearly 70 laps at Pocono. Nearly 70. I believe the race distance is 180
You're running on fumes out there.
or 160. So for 400 miles, we've almost run half distance in this race. Almost a 50% Pocono race. This is just I'm just speechless. I'm speechless. I cannot believe that this is happening, but here we are. Leading at Pocono, right under the yellow line, trying to keep Kurt Busch behind me. I did not keep Kurt Busch behind me, so we're going to need Denny Hamlin's help here.
Fuel. Final lap.
Give me some help. Give me some help.
Clear low.
Big draft from Denny Hamlin. Do I have anything for Kurt Busch here in turn 1? Well, we're going to have something for Kurt Busch. It's called a wreck. Got karma'd, and the race is over. Well, that's a fitting way for it to end. We wrecked Kurt Busch right at the end. I think I got my top 15. It was not pretty, though. This may go down in history as the worst NASCAR Heat 2 video and race of all time. So that was it. That was the race. Sorry. Denny Hamlin won. I guess everybody is going to buy FedEx shipping tomorrow. Yeah. That was a thing that happened. Got $135,000 for my 8th place finish. And I did complete my incentive contract. The point standings, still Kyle Busch out in front in the points. But I'm still leading the playoff points. And there's the rest of the field in terms of that. So let's head back to the old race shop and read our Twitter and get trash talked. So what a strange race that was, but we do complete the incentive contract. And Joey Logano, who was none too pleased with me during the race, as evidenced by his driving, has a message for me. Let's see what it is.
You've had a string of solid finishes. You're climbing up those standings.
Oh. Everybody's being that. What? You'd think they'd be mean. You'd think they'd be mad. But they're nice. They're nice. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. But we're going to move on from Pocono and to Watkins Glen. Road course racing at the Glen. How is this going to go? With so many rivals and so many people who hate me, I just don't know. That's why you watch, I suppose. Hopefully we won't have nearly as many overtimes at the Glen as we did at Pocono. I think we may have hit a record, but you never know. Records are meant to be broken. We certainly broke those today. Let me know down in the comments if you have had that many overtimes in a race, and if you have, how many did you have? Leave a like on this video, subscribe for more NASCAR and motorsport content, and we'll see you in the next video.